Okay, we're always looking for people with considerable experience under their belts. We look for a broad range of skills. We're looking for health professionals, education professionals, management advisors, people who work in natural resource management and climate change adaptation. We're looking for IT developers and gender experts, communication specialists, and our very much needed, always needed fundraising experts as well. Well, the placements range in length from 3 months to 2 years, and we support you from the point of application through the pre-departure process to the point that you depart for your overseas placement. While you're in the country, you'll be supporting a local partner, building their capacity in whatever sector it might be. We currently work in 20 countries across Latin America, Caribbean, Africa, and Asia. All of our placements are about building the capacity of our partners to better enable them to address poverty issues in their communities. In most circumstances, our partners will allocate a counterpart. So you go in as a volunteer, you're working with your partner, but you're also working with local counterparts who will help sort of facilitate the communication between yourself and whoever you might be working with. And so for our placements in Western Africa, specifically in Cameroon and Benin, there is a requirement that the volunteers be able to speak French, and we do have a language scale on our website, so volunteers are able to sort of self-assess their ability to operate at the required level that's needed for those programs. And in our Andean region, in our Central American region, we do have a requirement that volunteers speak Spanish as well. It's hard to sort of paint an accurate picture of what an accommodation option would be for a volunteer. In an urban setting, a volunteer might be living in a 1 or 2 bedroom apartment. They might be sharing with another volunteer, if depending on the situation of that in that context. In a rural setting, they're more likely to have an individual home of some kind. A standard, I would expect volunteers to live, or I should say volunteers should expect to live at the standard equivalent to a professional equivalent in that country. So you are guaranteed to have your own living space. You are guaranteed to have your own room. You will have access to water. You will have access to basic hard furnishings. So you can go in knowing and having the assurance that there will be basic provisions provided. Forward, what we expect from volunteers is to go onto our website and get a sense of whether this is the right fit for them. So a little bit of a self-briefing before they submit an application. The application is available online. So what we do is we direct our applicants to review our job board and when they see an appropriate position for them, that's something that they think would be a good fit, you can submit a specific application to that position. If you don't see a position that fits you at this time, but you're still interested in volunteering with Cuso, we invite you to submit a general application. What we're looking for are a range of sort of personal qualities in our volunteers to complement the technical proficiencies that our volunteers come with. So we're looking for people to be flexible and adaptable, sensitive to the needs of others, to be willing to work with others and collaboratively in a team, to be open to learning and to be sharing their learning with others. Right. Our gender mix is at this point about 60-40, so 60% women, 40% men. The number of volunteers that we have going overseas who are retirement age or over 50, I would say it's probably 30 to 40% of our total number of volunteers. If you speak to any of our return volunteers, you'll get a number of experiences that will come forth that I think people feel have really enriched their lives. I think, and it can be extremely rewarding in terms of the personal relationships, the professional relationships, and the lasting impact you'll see it in the field after you leave.